Jake Paul makes a massive bet to TYRON Woodley, and if he loses, it will change his life forever. We're going to tell you all the information that happened yesterday in his press conference, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you do not miss any more videos. So as we all know, Jake Paul is fighting TYRON Woodley, and yesterday was the official press conference of TYRON and Jake Paul's fight. As we all know from previous press conferences, Jake Paul likes to play it for the cameras and likes to be a problem child. Whereas TYRON Woodley seems to be a bit more kind of mature and actually doesn't really say too much and is focusing more on the actual fight rather than the drama and the press conference around the fight. Well, yesterday in a press conference, Jake Paul does something absolutely absurd which could change his life forever if he does actually lose the fight. It seems like TYRON may actually be a bit scared to fight Jake Paul because any offer Jake Paul makes to TYRON, he always usually stutters and declines the offer. Well, you're not going to believe what Jake Paul actually offered TYRON this time in this press conference, and finally enough, TYRON actually accepted the offer and said he would be willing to do the deal if one of them win. This is crazy. Jake Paul says in the press conference that if he beats TYRON Woodley, he will get his name tattooed on his body. And if TYRON loses the fight, he has to get Jake Paul's name tattooed on his body.
If I beat you, you have to get I Love Jake Paul tattooed on you. But if you beat me, I get I Love TYRON Woodley tattooed on me, and you have to post it on your Instagram to be deal or no deal.
Bet.
Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Can we shake on it?
I feel very sorry for whoever loses this fight, because if one of them loses this fight, they will have to stick to their deal and actually have the other person's name tattooed to their body. I don't know about you, but I would not like Jake Paul's name tattooed all over my body, especially if I was beaten by the YouTuber. The press conference went on to be a little bit more boring than the unusual press conference. There wasn't much drama rolled around this. This is the only icon key moment that actually happened in this press conference and actually made it worth watching, because if Jake Paul actually does beat TYRON Woodley, TYRON Woodley has to go around for the rest of his life with Jake Paul tattooed on his body, knowing that he got beat by a problem child YouTuber. Jake Paul is so confident that he's going to win this fight, he almost basically made TYRON sign this deal and shake hands on it. After he did this and after the press conference ended, he went onto Twitter and said, where should TYRON Woodley get the I Love Jake Paul tattoo? Should he get it on his forearm, his face, his chest, or his calf? Jake Paul is almost certain that he's going to win this fight against TYRON. If he does, that means TYRON, like we said, is going to get a tattoo on somewhere of his body saying he loves Jake Paul. But if TYRON does beat Jake Paul, I can't see Jake Paul sticking to his end of the deal and actually getting the actual tattoo. I think he'll pull out on the offer, but we're going to see what happens there. What do you guys think is going to happen in this fight? Do you think that Jake Paul will lose to TYRON Woodley? Do you think Jake Paul would get his tattoo if he actually does lose? Do you think TYRON will get his tattoo if he actually does lose? Let us know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen in this fight. I personally think Jake Paul is going to win the fight just purely because of his confidence. He seems a lot more confident in these press conferences than the actual TYRON does, but that doesn't make a difference when it comes down to the fight. Let us know in the comments down below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss more videos.